Scott Ballard Show. And Coach, Saturday is your last game of the 2013 calendar year. The Warriors hosting Upper Iowa here in Winona. 2 o'clock tip-off inside McCown Gymnasium. Upper Iowa is a team that you've already played once this year, just a couple weeks ago, so they're fresh in your mind. What do you have to do on Saturday against Upper Iowa to come away with a win?
Well, we're going to keep it simple. If we get ahead and stay ahead, we like our chances. The first meeting, they outplayed us. They played better defense. We fouled way too much. They got to the free throw line 30 times. They out-rebounded us. They kept us off balance and out of rhythm offensively with their zone press that they ran, three-quarter court, half court, full court. Sometimes they fall back into zone, sometimes they fall back into man. And it was a game where we took a lot of early, long shots. I've watched the film multiple times, and I bet there were a dozen times that we took a 3-point shot with 19, 20 seconds on the shot clock. So the combination of having a few turnovers that they converted into easy scores, not boxing out, not playing good help defense, fouling too much, getting out rebounded. It was amazing that we played as close a game as we did, because it was a struggle for us offensively all night long. But we're more familiar with their personnel and the things that they're running. They've changed a few things over a year ago, but they've got their entire team back for the third year in a row, basically. And the Kiefer girl against Sioux Falls had 35 points, just relentless on the offensive boards, driving the ball to the basket, getting to the free throw line. She's the one that makes things happen for them. But their point guard is really playing well so far this year as well, Sam Thrapp. But they have a balanced team, and they're playing better defense, and they cheated off our post people quite a bit in the first meeting and dared them to shoot outside, and we were reluctant to take some of those shots, and then when we did, we didn't hit very many of them. So it was a mess first time that we played them. So we've got 3 days of preparation for them, and going to be at home. It's going to be a big game for us because they're one game ahead of us in our division, in a three-way tie for second or third place. Since we lost him the first time, we need to do the best that we can to try to, even the score.
It was just 3 weeks ago that you played him. Does having those memories of that game so fresh in your mind and so fresh in the team's mind, does that help in your preparation, maybe a little bit less of a learning curve to get ready to go?
Well, revenge can be a great motivator, and, it's certainly been on my mind ever since we played him 3 weeks ago, because I just didn't feel like we played very well. Honestly, of the 5 conference games we played so far, that's the only game that I feel like we didn't play very well. I know we lost at Concordia, Mankato, but we played a much better game defensively against those two teams. We just didn't really do anything well in the first meeting to give ourselves a chance, and I'd like to see if we can redeem ourselves.
Now, as we go forward, you're just 3 weeks away, or 3 weeks removed from that game against Upper Iowa, closing in on the end of the 2013 year. What have you learned about your team in these last 3 weeks as we start looking forward to the 2014 schedule and the meat of conference play?
Well, I've learned that we have a very competitive group of players, individuals. I knew they were high character people, but they've proved that they hate to lose. They've proved in the last couple of weeks they know how to win. We're just starting to play more consistently at both ends of the floor, trying to stop runs defensively and then try to create runs offensively by taking care of the ball, making an extra pass. We've learned what offensive sets and things that we execute better than others. We've learned how to make adjustments based on how people are trying to defend some of our pick and roll stuff, and learn how to make reads and that there's a counter for everything that somebody tries to take away. So we're just beginning to grow into understanding how to be basketball players. And you can play extremely hard and be out of control, and that's counterproductive. You foul too much, you overrun plays. Your help defense is not there at the right time. At the same time, if you're playing timid and cautious, you're not going to make anything happen. You're going to allow people to run their offense comfortably and just follow the ball around. So I think that we're learning how to become basketball players on decision making, execution, understanding floor balance and angles and timing and how important that is. We're also understanding what are good shots for each individual person.
Coach, it's been fun to watch this team grow even early in this year, and we look forward to seeing them as the calendar flips to 2014 and we continue NSIC play. That's all the time we have this week with Coach Ballard. For everyone here at the Warrior Sports Network, have a great Christmas. We'll see you Saturday as the Warriors take on Upper Iowa, and then we'll catch you again right here on the Warrior Sports Network next year.